have breaking news out of the NFL where Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce told ESPN's Pat McAfee that he'll be returning next season. The future Hall of Famer is entering the final year of his contract and is due an $11.5 million roster bonus on March 15th. Kelce ranks third all-time among tight ends in both receptions and receiving yards. He'll turn 36 years old in October and is entering his 13th season in Kansas City. So here's more from the Pat McAfee Show on the exchange and how that conversation went down. Take a listen.
We heard Brett Veach speak on the Travis Kelce future conversation and speculation. We heard Coach Andy Reid speak on the speculation of Travis Kelce's future. And I decided to reach out to sources who know and say, like, hey, are we playing next year? To my source says, and message was my dog! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. 3. Source says I'm coming back for sure. Gonna try and get to the best shape I've been this offseason and get back to the mountaintop. Got a real bad taste in my mouth with how I played in that last game and how I got the guys ready for battle. I can't go out like that. Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, and guess what? One more exclamation point.
Huge.
All right, let's welcome on our two-time Super Bowl champ, B-Mac. B-Mac, we're kind of picking up what they're putting down with the sources here and essentially saying that Travis Kelce is going to come back. It's something that we were expecting, right? But what do you make of all of this and the timing, too, at this point right now while the Combine is underway?
I love the timing because now you give the organization the information they need to go ahead and address other areas on their team to try to get back to a championship-like run. And throughout that entire statement from Pat McAfee, the most important thing that I gathered from that text exchange was Travis stating he is going to get in the best shape he's been in quite some time. That is overly important, Jacqueline, because if you look at the last 2 off seasons for Travis Kelce, he was traveling the world with his girlfriend celebrating because they won championships. So when you look at how the season ended for them this season, he stated he did not like that outcome. He did not like his performance. So now we're probably going to get a newfound motivation from Travis Kelce and how he will attack this offseason for him in terms of conditioning and being able to be in the best shape of his life once the season starts. Because if you look at how the season went for number 87 a year ago, it was almost like as the season went, he was getting in better football shape. Now it seems like Travis Kelce will attack this offseason like he was just drafted by the Kansas City Chiefs, trying to prove all the naysayers wrong. Regardless of him turning 36 this season, he still believes he has what it takes to be an outstanding high-level tight end.
Yeah, so B-Mac, to your point, he said he's disappointed. He's going to get in the best shape this offseason, and we saw the production from him in the Super Bowl, in the AFC Championship, not really up to par in terms of Travis Kelce's standards. So looking ahead and taking into account everything that he was saying, what is your expectation for him in that offense there in KC moving forward for the upcoming season?
Well, when you look at what we saw the last 2 seasons, especially a year ago, we saw career lows, Jacqueline, in receiving yards, receiving touchdowns, and average per catch. But if he can get back to being that Travis Kelce that we saw, he still can be more than a serviceable tight end for their offense. We can't forget who his quarterback is. Pat Mahomes is still him at the quarterback position. They have a very, very unique, consistent relationship, and I still believe Travis Kelce can give you some really productive numbers. He still understands the zone concepts. I call him sweet spot Travis because no one finds the sweet spots in zones better than Travis Kelce. And like I said, the relationship that he has with Pat Mahomes clearly is still intact, and I believe as long as he's in really, really good football shape, he still can give you great numbers and great production.
All right, B-Mac, so we have some more reports that are coming in here right now because we know franchise tag season is upon us. And the Chiefs, there is a report they are planning to franchise tag their star guard Trey Smith. That is according to a report. Keeping one of the best players there, $23.4 million on a 1-year fully guaranteed deal. The first tag of the season that we've seen so far. Your thoughts on that move from KC?
Well, I'm kind of surprised, Jacqueline, because if you look at the offensive lineman tag, it's basically a combination of the tackle and the guard position. And if you look at guards, I think Landon Dickerson has the highest per year salary, and it's not as much as the $23 million tag that currently Trey Smith has lingering over his head. But I think this is more about a strategy for the Kansas City Chiefs, Jacqueline. This tags give them an opportunity to try to buy time to negotiate and not allow Trey Smith to hit the market. Because if they didn't utilize this franchise tag for Trey Smith, he would be the most coveted offensive guard available via free agency. And there will be a slew of teams that will love to give him what he's looking for plus more, which would make things very, very difficult for the Kansas City Chiefs. So I'm a bit surprised to see them utilize this tag, but then it makes more financial sense because you don't want to allow the Wolves to get an opportunity to try to negotiate with Trey Smith. And now it makes that financial competition a bit more hefty in terms of what other teams can give him compared to not being able to negotiate with those said teams.
All right, and just to follow up on that, our lead NFL insider, Jonathan Jones, now confirming that news that the Chiefs are planning to use that franchise tag on Trey Smith. B-Mac, we certainly appreciate it. It's been a very busy day as we have the Combine underway and a lot of news making waves, not only this with the Chiefs, but also that Travis Kelce is planning to return for next season. Always good to see you, B-Mac. As we look ahead to next season and the odds to win the Super Bowl, the Chiefs not far behind the Eagles, who are the favorite at plus 600, but the Chiefs are there at plus 650. And again, if you're just joining us here, that breaking news coming down that Travis Kelce telling Pat McAfee on his show that he's going to be returning next season. And then our Jonathan Jones also reporting that the Chiefs are planning to use the franchise tag on Trey Smith.